Everyone. So I got myself ready to go over to the house, and I still have some time. I thought I'll just make another one. Something came to my mind. I'm not sure if I'm going to mention it. I might, just because uh, I talk a lot about on how people in power, the leaders, the ones that again want to be lead and be in power and all that jazz, tell us what to do. I harp around a lot on that and how unhappy I am with that. Okay, with their performances. I am. Uh, Yet, uh, there are things among the common people that I don't get either. And the non-support of certain things. But let's first start to very important things, life-giving things. Okay. So let's start first in 8. We're in the book of Proverbs. In 8, wisdom speaks again. Okay. Is not wisdom calling? Oh, that's why I need to do that. Wisdom was calling me. Said, make this one too. Yeah, you're thinking about this for a certain reason. Yes? Yeah. Is not understanding raising her voice? I am doing my best. Yes, I am so full of myself. On the heights overlooking the road, at the crossways, she takes her stand. I am a she. By the gates, at the entrance to the city, on the access roads, she cries out, I'm calling to you, all people. I had to mention the common people, didn't I? My words are addressed to all humanity. Simpletons, learn how to behave. Fools, come to your senses. Oh, well, thank you, heaven. I love this one. So far. Listen, I have something important to tell you. When I speak, my words are right. All right, I'm not that full of myself. My mouth proclaims the truth, for evil is abhorrent to my lips. All the words from my mouth are upright. Nothing false there, nothing crooked, everything plain if you can understand. Straight if you have acquired knowledge. Accept my. Oh, there are conditions to that? See, I disagree with that. Accept my discipline rather than silver, and knowledge of me in preference to finest gold. All right, if this came from Solomon as well. Oh, oh, there is a little footnote here on this first part of 8. Let's read that after we finish with this. For wisdom is more precious than jewels, and nothing else is so worthy of desire. That would be a king talking to his people to make sure that don't expect any money from me, but listen, I got a lot of good advice for you. That's a good one. All right, so the footnote is wisdom's creation by God was on a different plane to all his other works. Wisdom almost seems to be a distinct personality sharing in God's activity and his agent in the world. The concept given here will be used in the New Testament to express Christ's relationship to his Father. Oh, that's interesting. I'm not sure I like the sound of this. All right, all right. Well, whatever. Next. Wisdom sings her own praises. This is an overhead again. This is broken up into different little overheads. Wisdom sings her own praises. Wisdom, the guide of kings. Wisdom is the guide of kings. Well, I don't know, Wisdom. You sure failed out there. I, Wisdom, share house with discretion. I am mistress of the art of thought. Why are they referring to wisdom as female? Fear of Yahweh means hatred of evil. What? I hate pride and arrogance, wicked behavior, and a lying mouth. To me belong good advice and prudence. I am perception, power is mine. By me monarchs rule and princes decree what is right. By my rulers govern. So do nobles the lawful authorities. Wow, this is like the foundation for the pyramid schemes, right? Yes. Okay. I love those who love me. Whoever searches eagerly for me finds me. With me are riches and honor, lasting wealth and saving justice. The fruit I give is better than gold, even the finest. The return I make is better than pure silver. I walk in the way of uprightness, in the path of justice. Has to be mentioned again. To endow my friends with my wealth and to fill their treasuries. The kings are the friends of God. I can't help it. This is just funny. Um, this is such the whole thing is such a fallacy to me. When you truly, really think about it, you can't have it both ways. Whoever searches eagerly for me finds me. With me are riches and honor, lasting wealth and saving justice. The fruit I give, but then here it is, the fruit I give is better than gold, even the finest. The return I make is better than pure silver. First of all, this did not come from God. There's no way. And it goes both ways. So, okay. Wisdom as creator. Yahweh created me, first fruits of his fashioning, before the oldest of his works. From everlasting I was firmly set. Now, this is wisdom, the guide of kings. From the beginning, before the earth came into being, the deep was not when I was born, nor were the springs with their abounding waters. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills, I came to birth. This kind of stuff would explain why in some countries kings were, they were like the sons of heaven, right? Yes, they couldn't do no wrong. It didn't matter if they did wrong, they couldn't do wrong. Even their wrongs were right, right? This would explain this, yes? You have to be pretty doggone full of yourself to think like that of oneself. If you were a king or a queen or whatever, prince, right? Yes, and the stuff that they got away with. But then up here, I hate pride and arrogance, wicked behavior, and a lying mouth. That's in the contrary then. Okay, I'm just saying. Before he had made the earth, the countryside, and the first elements of the world, when he fixed the heavens firm, I was there. When he drew a circle on the surface of the deep, when he thickened the clouds above, when the sources of the deep began to swell. Again, the chosen ones pulled out, right, into this level, higher level of there is God, then there are the chosen ones. This is exactly the wisdom as creator, right? This is not talking about God. It's not God. There's not God that is described here, if you listen carefully. It's the ones in between that, right? And then here are the mortals. Oh, God, the immortals, and the mortals, right? Yes? Wow, this is how all this was born? It does come all out of the Bible? All right. Gee, interesting. When he fixed the heavens firm, I was there. When he drew a circle on the surface of the deep, see? Who's he? And that must be God. So they're talking about themselves here, the kings. When he thickened the clouds above, when the sources of the deep began to swell, when he assigned the sea its boundaries, and the waters will not encroach on the shore. When he traced the foundations of the earth, I was beside the master craftsman, delighting him day after day, ever at play in his presence, at play everywhere on his earth, delighting to be with the children of men, is wisdom, right? That's not talking about wisdom. This is not wisdom. Does not feel like that. That's not can't be. It's a again wisdom does not elevate itself. Do you know what I mean? Then it's not wisdom anymore. Right? We know what that does. We know what it does to people and their surroundings when they start to feel superior to others. We know what the effect is of that. One is slavery. And I'm not just talking about black people and white people. Slavery is as old as just about the beginning of mankind. Yes? And the most common thing when it comes to slavery is people enslaving their own people. Yes? I'm just saying. One example. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's not wisdom. It's the opposite of wisdom. The supreme invitation. And now, my children, listen to me. Happy are those who keep my ways. Listen to instruction and become wise. Do not reject it. Blessed whoever listens to me, who day after day keeps watch at my gates, to guard my portals. For whoever finds me finds life, and obtains the favor of Yahweh. But whoever misses me harms himself. All who hate me are in love with death. Okay, whatever. Here comes the threat. Wisdom as... Oh, that's the end of 8. Okay, good. Wow, lots of wisdom to be had. Non-wisdom to be had here. Okay. Yes, one could look at this completely different and just go with, right? Because it makes sense according to what has been established for so many thousands of years already. Really? Okay. I just saw another one. It's just, and it's, there's probably so many more. But I just saw another Korean actress who killed herself, 25 years old. 25. And of course, that makes the news. But they just had one. And another an actor, same. And it's like just out of the blue. They all are dealing with depression. Why are these actors all so depressed? Oh, which brings me. Because they're not being treated properly. For someone like me who watches some of these dramas and this, or any entertainment stuff, when it comes to movies and all that, and with actors, and they're making all this money, and they're so rich, and they're famous, and I don't know what, and people love them, and the next day when the littlest thing they do, they hate them, and okay. But mainly, you would think musicians, the same time, you would think, oh my gosh, what is the problem? What problem do they have? What's wrong with them? They can afford the therapy, the psychiatrist, the medication, the doctors, surely they'll have friends they can talk to. They have family too, don't they? All the money in the world and da-da-da-da. They're doing what they love to do. Otherwise, why would they do it otherwise? Right? So what's wrong? Why kill yourself? Huh? Most likely because they're being bullied from somewhere. Something where they have to continually say yes to things they don't want to do. Yet, in order to do the craft that they're so good at, and a lot of them are good at, they have to agree. So where's the bullying actually coming from? Then, the fans who can turn on you in a heartbeat, right? not of things that no one else does, rather things everybody else is doing as well. But when they do it, what? Because what? Because the fans' love to their idols is what? Very conditional. Hmm? Yes. They're just human beings. Young adults, a lot of them. Yes? And here they are. They can't, suddenly, it's just overblown. It's a collective sin, in my opinion. And people better start waking up to that. Not too worried about them going to spirit world. But the ones who are pushing them into this kind of crap, yeah, you better beware. Okay, there you go. Now that's wisdom telling you beware. So I'm going to bring up something else, and that's what I wanted to kind of, that's why I started 8. Kind of similar thing. Not a suicide thing, but in the way that people treat each other in certain ways, in certain situations. My daughter here went back to work, still nursing. And her company is great. Yes, they are. They have a nursing room that she can go in. And for the first so many months, yes, it was paid. She could go in and she didn't have to clock out and do so many minutes, this and that, about 3 to 4 times a day. She had 12-hour shifts, so. And it was great. Worked out really good, this and that. And my daughter, being back to work, still healing from giving birth and, tired, a little baby. It was great. She saw just 15 minutes of sitting there pumping and, it was great. It was great for her, right? A wonderful way to get back into work and still be able to nurse, then, right, pump, have baby's milk. Now, what's my daughter doing? Okay. I couldn't pump. It was too painful. I couldn't do it. I don't know. It was just, and I didn't need to, so I didn't. Oh my God, no. No. My daughter, so resilient, so consistent. No. My baby needs to have that milk. It is the best milk for a baby. It's better than anything out there for a child's health and immune system. A baby. Yes? And that this company that my daughter works at is willing to, as I said, they have a nursing room. They have a specific nursing room. She's the only one so far that has used it. But it's there. And it's comfortable. It's private. Yes. And you can lock the door if you have to, if you feel more comfortable doing that. And everything's there. They have everything in that room to do what they need to do to keep their little ones at home, then come home, right? And it was great because I had it here then. I would use the milk from the day before, right? Yes, to feed the baby. That's great, isn't it? Wonderful. That company, yes, they're doing the right thing. They are supporting a mom who just had a baby. And they value my daughter as a worker there. So that's wonderful. Yes. Feed the baby at home. To continue feeding it in this way. Yes. Works out. That's an amazing company. I love that. That's the kind of support that women need after they just had a baby and have to go back to work. Yes? Now comes the bad part. But there were some people she worked with. The common people, not the company, not the higher ups, not the bosses, but just regular workers like her. Didn't like that she would disappear for about 20 minutes at a time, knowing what she was doing, that she was breast pumping, yes, milk. Which, as I said, it's not all that comfortable to do, even though I guess one gets used to it and then can relax. They didn't like that. They had no thought. She just had a baby. She's coming back to work Of course, it's going to be, she's going to have to ease in again, this and that. Helping, supporting her, helping her out, this and that. Make her feel welcome, back, welcomed, and this and that. Yes, absolutely. Go on, take your 20 minutes. Yeah, to say, make sure it's only the 20 minutes, right? We need you back out here, right? Would be fine. No. There were at least two that went and complained about that to the higher ups. And so then suddenly it was, oh, you have to clock out. Okay, so, oh, I do. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, she didn't have to begin with. Then suddenly it was, right, because somebody went and complained that shouldn't be on work time. One of the workers, not the bosses, the higher ups, the company, one of the workers, made my daughter's life miserable there. Her just trying to make enough milk to feed her baby. Such a big deal? Huh? Is that such a big deal? That can't be supported? One can't be? No? Here, it wasn't men who did that. It was two women. My daughter still is at the company, but now she switched back to another department where she actually was to begin with, and she is happy hunky dory again now. She's back where she feels like she belongs, and nobody gives her any kind of guff. Not only that, but she has a year to use that room. And she just went and asked and said, okay, I understand that I can't do that in between anymore after that. But now her shifts are not so long anymore. And she already got the okay from the bosses that she can use that room still during lunchtime. The company is great. But the people that she worked with to begin with, women, two other women, made her life hell because she wanted to continue breastfeeding. That's sad, very sad to me. And I hope that anyone who listens or gets to listen here in the future or hears this and works in a place where the company is trying, then please, as a commoner, little one in the company, they said, don't make life hell for others who are just trying to give the best to their babies. That should be a team effort there. Why these women were so disagreeable about that, I don't get. I have no idea. I don't understand it. Very sad. Yes? Yeah. I think that no matter what, and I don't care about all that. Well, maybe she should just quit and get another job, or maybe she should just, just not have a kid. I think the right way for any person, man, woman, rich, poor, boss, or commoner, worker, whatever. When a woman has a child and they're breastfeeding and they want to give the best to their baby, yet still have to be out there, right, working for a roof over their head so they don't have to go and stand over on the corner somewhere. Okay. Oh, that came from the other videos. Then you support that to the best that you can. You lay the red carpet out. And I think you'll know how I mean that. My daughter's not a lazy person when she's at work. Or, oh yeah, I'm going to take it easy or this. No, she's not. She works like a man at that job. everyone out there, if you cannot support new moms or moms that had a baby, have to go back to work, and you don't support that, and you make it as easy as, eh, in the best way, hey, have you had enough water today? That's another thing. She would come home dehydrated with headaches, this snack, because, right? Just too busy with the breastfeeding. And well, but then she could drink water. But you don't always think about it. Can you imagine how much water goes through her when she does that? Okay, I'm just saying. Did you drink enough water? Can I get you? Let me go and get you a cup of water, bottle of water, okay? You support that. The same thing, okay. It's about a baby. There's a baby involved. Why anyone would lay bricks, stones, and rocks boulders in people's way to hinder them from doing that, I don't get. Jealousy? I have no idea. That's just downright awful. People like that are awful. Awful. And of course, the same thing goes for people who had just surgery. And they got to make it back to work, because you know how this works. Right? As soon as you feel just a little good, oh yeah, you're ready to go back to work. Are you sure? Most people are not healed up properly by the time they have to go back to work. And if they have co-workers, that's how we take care of each other. No, I'll lift that. You're not lifting anything. Call me. Please feel free to call me. Don't do that. You're still healing up. We want you back to 100%. If it takes a few months, so be it. Then you can, right? And the thing is if that happens then to another person, they will also have that support. Can you imagine? What's that sound like? Teamwork makes the dream work, doesn't it? Yes. We have a long way to go. We have a lot to learn. And the sad thing is to me that there weren't other workers who just stood up for my daughter and said, would you guys lay off of her? This is ridiculous. Don't treat her like that. She just had a baby. She's still pumping for breast milk. She wants the best for her baby, and we do too. One can't do that. I stood up for many people at all the different places that I worked at. When I realized they were too shy, they needed to keep their job. Where I said, I'll just get another job if they don't like what I have to say. But I would stand up for other people and say, don't treat them like that. It's wrong. There. Said what I had to say. Oh, I love this. Now I gotta hurry. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you and guide you. Embrace you with love. And I will talk to you all another time.